Happy Halloween, everyone. I'm Casper Kuma, and welcome back to Scarlet Hollow. Now, we're wrapping up, episode 4. We're still looking for Stella. I think we should go to the church. Maybe we've never been there before, and that priest is super sketchy. We should check out the church. The church? What, do you think Stella decided to get religious all of a sudden? She seemed really shaken up. It's not unlikely. I don't know if she'll be there. I just want to talk to the pastor. I just want to be thorough. That's usually where graveyards are, right? Maybe Stella went there after everything that happened last night. I feel like I need some spiritual cleansing after what we've been through. I want to stock up on holy water and crosses. I want to tell Pastor Daniel that ghosts are real and I want to rub it in his face. I feel like we should say maybe because the graveyard's there. That seems like a plausible thing to happen. There's usually graveyards there, right? Maybe Stella went there after everything that happened last night. Yeah, that's where the everyone except for Scarlet's graveyard is. I guess it's worth a shot. Let's make it quick, though. I don't want to talk to that man a second more than I have to. Okay. Kanika leads the way, taking you up to the gradual slope towards the church. I got distracted by what... Are those llamas? Oh, that's that farmer lady. Alright, where is that weirdo? Ugh. Yikes. My, 3 visitors at once? On a Thursday? This is unprecedented. But there's only 2 of us. Oh no, were we followed by a ditchling? Were we followed by Wayne? Sup, old people. Did he wear that shirt before? The shirt with himself on it? Did he take that to like a print shop and get that handmade or something? Oh, it's just Zane. What are you doing here? All the glimpses of death I've had in the past 2 days have forced me into the midst of existential crisis, my dudes. I want to see if Faith held any answers for me. Stop smiling like that. That's so weird. He makes me so uncomfortable. Alas, I have not found the solace I seek. Give it time, Zane. It sometimes takes a while for the Lord to work his way into your heart, but when he does, you won't regret letting him in. Be sure to look over those pamphlets I gave you, and of course, I'm always here if you need to talk. Sure thing, Pastor D. Peace, y'all. Anyway, we're looking for Stella. She wandered off last night and no one has seen her since. We're starting to get pretty worried. We hope maybe you or Janie had seen her? I can't speak for Janie, but I'm afraid I've seen neither hide nor hair of Stella. If you'd like to talk to my wife, she's just over by the alpacas. Though, Casper, I was hoping we might be able to talk in private. Why does it have to be in private? It's a personal matter. I'd rather folks not pry on this. I won't bite or anything, I promise, and we can talk here, right in the open. I guess I'll leave you to it while I check in with Janie. Don't leave me with the weirdo. Kanika heads off towards Janie and the alpacas, leaving you alone with the nervous pastor. I had a chat with the mayor yesterday. I heard you did too. Can you talk to animals too? I'm so glad you came. I've never met anyone else who could hear them. Oh my god! You have no idea how long I thought I must have had some kind of insanity. I even thought at one point that it must have been the Lord himself talking to me through them. But they never had anything very insightful to say, so I was disavowed of that pretty early on. Is he being for real, or is he like just making it up? Like, cause maybe he saw that I was talking to him. Whoa. Are you telling me you can also? But I thought I was the only one. Are we sure we're actually talking to animals? Have we been cursed? Why do we suffer this fate? Have you met Frofro, Gretchen, Pixel? Is your gift what got you into the church? Is this why people think you're creepy? Because you have the gift? Just can't express how much of a relief it is to finally meet someone else like me. I hope you don't think the 2 of us sharing a gift means we're friends. Hope you know that this means the 2 of us are bonded for life, best friends. Nobody else understands what it's like to be us. No thank you. Does Janie know? Great, the one person I've met who shares my talent is a religious weirdo. I don't know. I don't really trust him. I mean, He wasn't up there when I was talking to the mayor, so maybe he did actually talk to the dog. You know? Okay, but what do we want to say? Maybe this. Is this why people think you're creepy? Because you have the gift? People think I'm creepy? But it's alright. People say all kinds of things. I just have to be patient and persistent, and I know eventually they'll understand that I can be a comforting presence in their lives. Not a creepy one. Maybe if I grew a little thicker beard, people would trust me more. Or maybe I should get a cool jacket. Maybe just don't look so freaking awkward all the time. Oh my god, it's staring at us. Is that Wayne? I think that is Wayne, because that's like a cloth over the head. It's not a ditchling. Oh my god, he's everywhere. It's awful. Oh dear. Run away, alpacas. There's creepy things happen out here. Are we sure we're actually talking to animals? Now that I know that there are at least two of us, I have no doubt. There have definitely been times in my life when I thought it might just be insane. But it's so consistent that I've never exhibited any other signs of insanity. In my most doubting moments, I've considered the possibility that other entities may be using the animals to confuse my faith. But besides a particularly vicious hamster I had growing up, the most an animal has ever tried to convince me to do is give them more food. So I somehow doubt they're puppets for some otherworldly evil, unless that otherworldly evil wants me to overfeed my pets. Okay, have you met Frofro, Gretchen, Pixel? Of course I have, but I learned early on in life not to let on that I have this gift. At least while other humans are around, so I haven't spoken with any of them. I just kind of been, like, flinging it around out there. Like, look, I can talk to animals. Though I get the feeling Frofro wouldn't talk to me even if she knew I could understand her. I try to befriend the alpacas when no one else is around. Emphasis on tried. They're surprisingly cliquey. Besides that, I try to maintain a low profile when chatting with the wildlife when I'm sure no one is looking. Is your gift why you got into the church? It's hard to say. I was raised Baptist by two loving parents and was always interested in religion, but I've always known about my talent, so I don't know what came first. If anything though, I'd say I'm religious in spite of the gift. It hasn't exactly been easy to square this with a lot of religious education I've had. For instance, a lot of religious leaders tell you that only humans have souls. Well, you and I both know that's not true. Though I suppose that gets into a whole different conversation about what exactly a soul is. I always hated that when they're like, oh yeah, all dogs and like animals, they're gonna go straight to hell. Like, why? Why would you say that? I don't understand. But those are conversations that I am glad to leave to the scholars. I'm just a simple small town pastor. Stop that. I don't like it. Ugh. I don't need to ask the big questions anymore. I just have to help people through their daily lives. Have we been cursed? Why do we suffer this fate? I don't think it's curse. It can be annoying at times, but so can talking to people. Not that I feel that very often, of course. As a servant of God, I'm always ready and willing to talk with my fellow man about anything they need to discuss. Spiritually, I've always rationalized it as God's sign that I should spread his word to even the beasts of his world. I've had mixed results. Seems the alpacas prefer Catholicism, which they know about somehow, and birds tend to be incredibly heretical. Heretical? Heretical? I don't know. I think I was right the first time. Maybe? Physically, I wish I had answers. I wish I could approach a scientist about this without becoming a research experiment. But I prefer to keep quiet at my doctor's visits. Can't risk being locked away or altered in some permanent way. Not when I have a family to take care of. Okay, does Janie know? Probably not. He just told me that he's literally told no one. But I might as well ask. Does Janie know? No, I don't believe there should be secrets between man and wife. So I'll tell her one day, but there hasn't been a good time yet. I feel like you should have probably told her before you got married. I mean, if you got this big secret and you think that there shouldn't be secrets between man and wife, I feel like you should probably have told her beforehand. Because what if she finds out and she's like, oh my god, you're a freak, and then she runs away. Building a life in Scarlet Hollow has been a difficult process, and the last thing I need to do is add stress of her husband being some kind of circus act. Tulip, on the other hand, I'm starting to have my suspicions that she might share this gift. Who's Tulip? Their daughter? There have been some particularly nasty rats in the church lately, and she said she had some things that have led me to believe that she might be able to understand them. He's interrupted by the sounds of a snapping twig and a high-pitched giggle, partly muffled by the underbush at the edge of the property. Any ditchlings out there that's about to snag this child? I don't think so. Tulip, come out of there. You know you're not supposed to play in the woods. Where are your shoes? Tulip glances back in the woods, quiet as she hesitates. Tulip, are you going to be good, or are we going to have to skip story time tonight? I'll be good. You don't have to skip story time. I won't go into the woods, I promise. I know you won't, Tulip, because you know it's too dangerous for little girls in there. Why don't you go help Mama with the alpacas? It's just about time to get fed, and you can give them hay. Tulip smiles broadly, seemingly excited by the prospect, and hurries off. Sorry I had to have a firm parenting moment just then. She's been trying to run off into those woods a lot lately. It's really dangerous, even for adults. There's this massive trash dump not too far past the trees, but it must be at least 50 years old, so it's all grown over and looks like it's part of the landscape. That sounds suspicious. But if you accidentally walk on it, you might find yourself falling to a hip-deep mound of rusty cans and broken glass. Oh, Tetanus Lake. Stella told me about it. Did she? How big a trash dump are we talking? Would a weekend of hard work cleared out? What were you saying about church rats? Well, we can explore these ones first. Oh, Tetanus Lake? Stella told me about it. Tetanus Lake? That's an accurate name. Wonder if Tulip would stay away if I started calling it that, or if it would only make it sound more alluring. What were you saying about church rats? Ah, yes, the rats. So you and I are used to the sort of chatter we hear from wildlife. It's usually nothing that needs to be paid attention to. But these rats, there's something so sinister about them, and they must be huge. Judging by the sound of them scurrying around in there. Are they actually rats, or are they ditchlings? Tulip had never shown evidence of the ability before. She's never responded to the alpacas or engaged in conversation with birds. In retrospect, she could have been hiding it, the way I did growing up. Because I know she's talking to the rats. She calls them her friends. Has been drawing all these pictures of them. Really ghastly things. I try to bring it up with her, but she gets this little smile and doesn't say a word, like it's her fun little secret. It's all innocent enough in the grand scheme of things, but I'm pretty sure they also live out in that trash heap, and ever since she started talking about her friends, she's been trying to sneak out there. I'm concerned she's gonna get hurt or catch some kind of disease. That sounds suspicious. I don't know, sounds like she's talking to ditchlings. Are you sure they're rats? I think so. Pastor shifts uncomfortably for a moment. I really don't like him staring at us from afar. It's really uncomfortable. I hope so. What have they been saying? They like to try and goad me into crying or becoming depressed. They watch me through the unseen holes and make fun of me and try to figure out how to press my buttons. It's annoying, but easy enough to block out, especially when I'm praying. I don't think they're a good influence on Tulip, though. She's gotten quiet and secretive ever since she started talking to them. I'd hate to think what they say to her when I'm not around to hear. Have you actually seen them? No, but I don't need to. I lived in a dorm that had rats once. You never see them, but the church has all the signs of infestation, and there's no mistaking the sound of little creatures stampeding through the walls. Why don't you fix that, then? Why don't you get someone out here, an exterminator, and fix it? If they're trying to talk you into, like, depression. You're talking to your kid now. You get rid of the rats. Hey, I've left out some humane rat traps, but they're too smart for them. All it's done is waste peanut butter. And I caught a possum in one, poor thing. Possums are never very bright, but at least he got a nice big scoop of peanut butter out of the ordeal. I don't... well, we can ask. Has Janie heard them? But she can't talk to animals. She's not in the church very often. She's usually in town doing her jobs until late. And we spend our evenings in the house. It's just me and Tulip all day long. Janie knows Tulip has made some strange little friends, but thinks it's an imagination game. I was hoping I'd sort out the rat issue before she could get suspicious, but they're persistent, so I might have to hire an exterminator if I can't get the money for one. I hope it doesn't have to come to that. You should probably do it. They're really creepy, dude. Have you tried befriending them? Is there anything I can do to help? Maybe I could try talking to them? You should talk to Tulip about her gift. I'm sure both of us could use some guidance growing up. Being silent. Is there anything I can do to help? Maybe I could try talking to them. I just want to see. And that would be lovely. I'd certainly appreciate a helping hand there. I don't want to be too much of a bother, and you should probably finish looking for your missing friend first, but I'll be around. Out of the corner eye, you see Kanika walking back to the two of you. She must have finished talking to Janie. Janie says she hasn't seen Stella either, so we'd better get going. Hope your talk with the pastor went well. Yes, we had a great conversation. I appreciate you all stopping by, even if it wasn't under the best circumstances. I'll let you all be on your way. And I hope Stella turns up soon. I'll put in some good prayers with the big man for her. Alright, thanks. See ya. Kanika starts back down the path to town, and you follow. Okay, now that we've put some distance between us and church, what do you want to talk to you about? He didn't say anything weird, did he? Nosy, aren't you? Let the man have his privacy. He can also talk to animals. He wouldn't just want to discuss it with me. Everyone in this town is so mean to him. He's a nice guy. Tulip's apparently been making some weird imaginary friends. We might want to check this out later. Yeah, we don't have to tell her yet that he's got a secret. We can talk about Tulip, though, I feel like, because that's concerning. Besides, she also knows the ditchlings exist, so I feel like this is fine. Tulip apparently made some weird imaginary friends. We might want to check it out later this week. Kids make up imaginary friends all the time, but these ones are weird. Pastor Daniel says there's a rat infestation in church, and that the rats are her friends. I don't know, it seemed weird. Okay, as much as I'd hate going back there, I guess that's a loose lead. If we don't have anything else to investigate once we've found Stella, and... Kanika pauses. Once we've checked out the clinic, then maybe we can look around the church. Let's not get too distracted until we find Stella, though. Where's next? I think the mines. We should go to the mines. I guess there's a decent chance Stella went to find your cousin. Can't say I get it, but it's definitely something she would do. Come on, I'll drive us. You and Kanika, no. You follow Kanika to her van. It is long before you find yourself outside Scarlet Mines. How's the protest going? A wall of bodies, picket signs, and megaphones in hand forms a human barricade around the entrance to the Scarlet Mines. I am... unhash with the I am receiving as in the Scarlet Mine. I don't know what your sign says, dude. You have to get like a bigger sign, make the words a bit more legible. Better hours now, or no, none at all. Scarlet, more like toilet. That one's awful. That doesn't even make any sense. Aren't they supposed to like rhyme or something? Or like, you know, like Scarlet, more like, I don't know. I guess that's a hard one to come up with anything for, but that's not good. I hope it's not weird to talk to them while they're in the middle of all this. Well, if it isn't the boss's cousin. You might have had us fooled the other day, but word gets around fast. Hail and well met, fellow countrymen. What goes on here? How goes the strike? Why are the cops here? Have you seen Stella? She's missing. Yeah, let's just open with that. Have any of you seen Stella? She's missing. The YouTuber? She's the one on all the banned from property posters, right? We haven't seen her and we've been out here all day, so we'd know if she'd come by. We'll make sure to keep an eye out. I can't say it will be much help, though. We'll just be standing around here for the foreseeable future. How goes the strike? Wouldn't you like to know? You can see for yourself, it's going strong. Major collapses happened on the property not 2 days ago, and the boss wants us to go on about our work as usual. I'm not going back down there knowing death or serious bodily harm could come at me at any second. I care more about living than I do any paycheck. There's a lot that could stand change around here, and it seems like damn near everybody else thinks so too. What are your grievances, I guess? We'd like competitive pay. 8-hour shifts instead of 12 or more. Improvements to the sick day and vacation policies. And a thorough and safety inspection before any of us step foot underground again. That collapse was way too close to the active mind for me to feel safe down there until I know for sure I won't wind up buried under 2 tons of rock. This place is supported by the labor of folks who are too desperate for work to care about the conditions they work under. It runs them ragged, then spits them out when they're too broken to keep going. I've seen it time and time again. We're going to change things. There's no reason we should be treated like we're disposable workforce. If we're the ones making our money, we should be making money too, not just scraping by. Jesus, Tabitha. Yeah. That's it. Looks like I need to talk to my cousin. I'd be happy to pass along your demands. Good, Tabitha had this coming. Poor Tabitha, she's had a tough week. I'm behind you folks 100%. I have no horse in this race. I just got to town a few days ago. I have no allegiances. Isn't this a bit of escalation? Did you try talking to Tabitha first? I'm sure they have. Tabitha's pretty damn stubborn. But this one I think will get us through. That's it? Look, I just need to talk to my cousin. I'd be happy to pass along your demands. I mean, he seems a little dismissive, but that's the only one that says I'm gonna get in there to talk to Tabitha. That's it? Yeah, let's go with that. That's it. Look, I just need to talk to my cousin. I'd be happy to pass along your demands. I'm not sure we should be involving the boss's cousin in any negotiations. Yeah, it'd be a bad look. If you want to try and push her to the table, that's one thing, but you should leave the demands to us. Okay. Why are the cops here? Miss Scarlet requested we supervise the situation. The mine's the source of a lot of jobs in town, and she wanted to make sure nobody did anything hasty while expressing their concerns. That's a polite way of saying that they're here to intimidate us. A little reminder from the boss that she owns more than just coal mines. Simmer down, nobody's here to intimidate anyone, but the Scarlet Mines are private property. Miss Scarlet has every right to request some oversight during a tense situation. There's a lot more of us than there are of you. Okay, I need to talk to Tabitha. Sure, you may be the boss's cousin, but you seem harmless enough. Go ahead. See, they like me. I don't care if they're okay with you going in. I'm not crossing a picket line. Besides, I don't think Tabitha would be too happy to see me. That's probably true. I'll just wait by the van while you go talk to her. See you on the other side. It's quiet today, and empty beyond the ruckus at the front gate. The trailer serves as Tabitha's office looms above you on the hill. Knock knock, anybody home? You walk up to Tabitha's trailer and knock on the door. You wait for a moment. No response. Knock again. Knock again. Oh, for the love of... The door swings open. Oh, who are you? Oh, it's you. Should I go? Yeah, and try not to get yourself noticed. Oh, I was like, why is she... I thought she had a missing poster already, but no, it's banned posters. I don't know. Should I say something? I don't... Will she tell me if I say, what are you two talking about? 'Cause I kind of want to know. I mean, I have a feeling it does with this... It has something to do with the strike, but... let's just go for it. What were you two talking about? She's not gonna tell me. That's for me to know and you not ask questions about. You have nothing to do with any of this, so don't get involved. Should I be worried about... Don't say another word, just leave. I'll handle this. The door clicks closed as Rodriguez leaves Tabitha's office. Tabitha heaves a heavy sigh. Please, just forgot you saw anything, okay? I can handle this on my own. I'm gonna undermine you. We're good, Tabby. I'm sorry, but I don't think I can be on your side for the strike. I talked to some of the miners outside. Their demands aren't too bad. They just want 8-hour shifts, better pay, and some time off. Oh, and they want the safety inspection. Tabitha, I don't know if I can be friends if you break a strike. I talked to the miners outside. The demands aren't too bad. They just want 8-hour shifts, better pay, and some time off. Oh, and they want a safety inspection. Oh my god. Contrary to what people would have you believe, I'm not a monster. The last MSHA inspection was like a month ago, and it didn't find any issues. The Shaw mines aren't connected to the active mine either. Everything's fine. And we did our own inspection before sending people to work yesterday. Not that the man yelling outside the gates would have tell you that. Because that's the convenient thing about demanding a safety inspection. They can just decide that whatever I do isn't good enough, just like they already decided about yesterday's inspection. I'm not about to shut down the mines waiting for some overpriced consultants to come in and take a week to tell us what we already know, that the mine is safe. Yeah, but who did you have check it? Like, and did they really check? I would prefer to have some professional consultant check to make sure I don't die in the mine, you know? I don't know about this. As for everything else you mentioned, any one of those demands would be a stretch. All of them would run the mine out of a business within a couple of months. Best I can do right now is promise that it'll get better soon. That's a load of bull. That's dumb. But I don't think... Oh, wait, am I recording? Sorry. Okay, my cat touched something. Okay. But I don't think my words much... I can't speak. But I don't think my words worth much to them. I don't like making promises I can't keep. If I'm right, though, and things pick up soon, maybe I'll be able to give everybody a raise, or shorter shifts, or maybe even everything they're asking for. I'm not a monster. It's not like I enjoy working people so hard, but it's the only thing paying the bills. If overworking and underpaying your employees is the only way you can run this place, just close it. But that kind of puts her in a tough spot too, but then again, it's... I don't know. It's hard. The Scarlet Hollow is gonna collapse. It's not the end of the world if the mine fails or if the town's economy collapses. People can move, people can rebuild. Like I said earlier, sell the estate and get out of here. The mine is dying, the whole town is dying. Look, I get it, but you can at least hear them out. You can drop the woe is me act, you're the boss, suck it up, and take less of a paycheck so you can pay your employees. I mean, I feel like she's taken a... She only eats peanut butter sandwiches all the time. Like, I feel like she probably doesn't make that much either. And her house is disgusting, but I don't know, maybe that's a personal choice. Although she likes having that one clean house. I don't know. You can end this right now and just figure out what they want and give it to them. Maybe you can meet them halfway? I mean, that would be ideal to meet them halfway. I don't know, because I know I have this keen eye thing, and like I like using my skills when I have the chance, but I don't know if it's appropriate at the moment. Like, I don't know. I feel like it kind of overlooks all the problems that there would be if we close it. Like, everyone would be out of a job. You know? And there must be a reason why they're all choosing to work at the mine instead of, like, starting a business in the town, you know? That's kind of a lot to say people can just go up and move to another place. Like, not always. Kind of expensive to move. Let's go with maybe you can meet them halfway. Maybe you can meet them halfway. I don't even know if halfway would be enough. You won't know unless you talk to them. Okay, you're right. Maybe I will. I just need to be careful. I don't want to be the Scarlet that finally runs this place into the ground. And I don't make promises that I can't keep. I'm sure you didn't come all the way down here to talk about the strike. Why are you here? Don't get me wrong, it's nice seeing a friendly face, but you shouldn't be up here. This is my battle to fight. Stella is still missing. We've been looking all over town, and we don't have any leads. Kenai, Tabitha groans with anxiety. You don't think. Wayne. That's what I'm worried about. You said yourself he didn't have it in him. There wasn't evidence that he'd been in her house or signs of a struggle or anything. Wayne's my friend. He wouldn't hurt the people I care about. What? Oh, I think am I mocking her? Or am I saying that he's my friend? Because he is not my friend. She'll turn up. Pretty sure she just needed to be alone. We'll just say that there hadn't been any signs of a struggle. There wasn't evidence that he'd been in her house or signs of struggle or anything. How do we know she went home last night? She ran off in the opposite direction, but she went and got her coat or whatever. She did. Seems like she at least went home to grab her jacket. Stella's been thrown and disappeared for days while she's doing her videos, but I think we both know that's not what's going on. I'll see if I can figure something out. Okay, I'm gonna go keep looking for Stella. I'll see you tonight. Do you have some time to hang out later? I miss you. That's all I wanted to talk about. Say nothing. I'm gonna keep looking for Stella. I'll see you tonight. Hopefully, if I live. Let me know when you find her, okay? I don't want to sit around worrying about her all day. Tabitha's phone buzzes. I'd better get back to work. Stay safe out there, Casper. Call me if you run into any more trouble, but please don't go looking for any today, okay? I don't need you going missing too. Aw, she likes us. You leave the office, closing the door behind you. We have grown on her like a tumor. You find Kanika waiting for you outside. You don't look like you found any new leads. Feels like we've done our due diligence here. Come on, I'll drive us back to town and we can figure out our next move from there. Well, we don't have to talk to the cops because we just saw them. Where to next? No, we don't go to the cops. The cops are useless. I'm supposed to get tea with your mom today. Maybe she'll have some ideas. Sure, we can humor her. She's probably going to give you some rocks or bundles of herbs for protection or something. Which might actually work. Who knows? Guess there's only one way to find out. I mean, I feel like her mom knows things. The bells of the general store chime welcomely as you two enter. Kanika, there you are. You were supposed to stay in bed today, remember? And hello, Casper. You hope you're sufficiently recovered from last night's fiasco. Sorry, Mom, it's just that Stella's missing and Stella can take care of herself. Unlike you, you need bed rest and lots of fluids. You don't need to go running around town spreading that cold of yours. Go on and get up to bed. I'll be up in a minute with more tea. I thought you had some kind of important thing to talk to Casper about. I'm really feeling okay. I want to hear what you have to say about her. Wait, what you have to say to her. I'll just be doing some tea reading. Haven't those always bored you to tears? Okay, you're right. I'm not feeling well. I should really lie down. Bye, Casper. Kanika turns and heads towards the stairs without saying another word. Kenai, good thing Kanika has her mom looking out for her. She seemed so tired today, and you'll probably be able to find Stella without her. Shall we? Sybil motions towards the tea room. Let's go! Please have a seat. I'll bring you a fresh cup. Are we gonna have like a Harry Potter moment? Like, you know when they're like doing that weird thing with the cup and the coffee grounds or whatever, and then the teacher or whatever starts screaming in his face because she's been possessed for a second. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like she's just gonna lose it. You take a seat at the small table at the edge of the room. It's dark here, only a sliver of sunlight able to filter through the heavy curtains, supplemented by the bright grow lights over the plant in the corner. Sybil joins you at the table and places a cup in front of you. It smells light and citrusy, with an undercurrent of decaying earth. You mean dirt? It smells like dirt? I don't want to drink that. It's the same tea you sampled with Avery at the diner on Tuesday. Oh, this is gonna taste like dirt. I'll be able to do a reading once you're done. Until then, how about we just chat? Ugh, I don't want to sip the tea. So how did you end up in Scarlet Hollow? Oh, my family's been in these hills for a long time. That's how I know so much of the local flora. Everything I've learned was handed down from generations of hill folk. There hasn't always been a reliable doctor up here, especially not one most folks could afford. They have to figure out their own medicine. The other day you promised to tell me, what was it? Unsavory tales of my mom's youth? I most certainly did, though I might have been exaggerating a bit for dramatic effect. I'm prone to do that. In a town this size, you get to know everybody, no matter what the age difference might be. Vivian was a little younger than me, which meant I always had a certain older sister instinct about her. Her family wasn't good to her. Perline was a lot like your great-grandmother, Edwardine, which is to say, she was not a very kind woman. Similar to Tabitha, but with more social grace and considerably more hatred to her fellow man. But your mother wasn't a shrinking violet either. She was just as stubborn as any other Scarlet, so her family choosing her as their punching bag made her into quite the rebel. Why were Perline and my mom raised by Edwardine? What happened to their mother? What do you know about my grandma? I feel like I know a lot about the women in my family, but what about the men? Did they even exist? What happened with when my mom found out she was pregnant? Why were Perline and my mom raised by Edwardine? Edwardine? Edwardine. Edwardine? What happened to their mother? Their entry into this world was violent, I'm afraid. Their mother was so young, too young to be pregnant, especially with twins. Oh, they're twins? I didn't know that, did I? She didn't survive the labor. What do you know about my grandma? I'm afraid there isn't much I can tell you. I think there were two in that generation. The eldest died when the girls were still children. Edwardine never spoke about them, nor did your mother. I feel like I know a lot about the women in my family, but what about the men? Did they even exist? I suppose they just haven't been very noteworthy since Edwardine took over the mines. Her husband died a long time ago, and to be quite honest, I can't even recall his name. Might have been Stuart or something, just as forgettable. From what Vivian said, her father was some teenage fling that ended once your grandmother found out she was pregnant. I'm fairly certain it was similar for Vivian, though she was much older, and I believe she was the one who ended it. What with the skipping town and all. What happened when my mom found out she was pregnant? She came to me for advice. She was distraught. It was like she'd been handed the death sentence. Maybe it was fear from what happened to her own mother. Maybe it was something else. But she seemed so convinced she was in danger. Tabitha had already been born by then, of course. But she was born in wedlock, so I assumed your mother's worries had something to do with religion. Though the Scarlets weren't particularly religious as far as I knew. By the way Vivian was that night she came to me, it's stuck in my mind. It's always had me wondering what it was about your family that made her panic so much at the thought of having a baby. Probably the family curse or something, right? What's all this mystery and ritual? If you have something to tell me, just come out and say it. Yeah, let's go with that. I'll need your tea leaves first. I have pieces of the puzzle, but the tea leaves should help to give me the full picture. Alright. Let's just down the thing. Drink the tea. You take the tea, sipping it delicately. The citrus smell is fleeting, quickly replaced with the earthiness at its core, like you've taken a mouthful of dirt. But the aftertaste combines the two flavors into something soothing and medicinal. You find yourself feeling more comfortable, your muscles relaxing for the first time in days. The tea is gone before you know it, and the small cup empty save for what's left of rehydrated leaves coating the bottom. Oh good. Glad you found the tea palatable enough to drink. Should do you some good. It's one of my more medicinal blends. Now on to business. Sybil takes the cup from you, staring thoughtfully down at the sludge. Oh dear, this doesn't bode well. You've got just about every warning that can fit in the bottom of a cup. Cross, kettle, hourglass. All of these mean death, misery, difficulty. The hourglass ties it all together with a definite urgency. It's fair to assume that this all has to do with whatever brought the ditchlings. Something is coming. And whether any of us can stop it, I'm not sure. But we may at the very least be able to figure out what it is. And there's a central figure here. A cat. An enemy lurking in plain sight. Oh no, not a kitty! Was it Frofro? Does she truly hate us? Or Pixel? No. They seem like good cats. Oh, that's gotta be Pixel. Or maybe it's Frofro? Those are the two cats I know. Cat could be Tabitha, the cat could be Wayne, the cat could be Stella, cat could be Kanika, the cat could be Oscar, cat could be Reese, cat could be Avery, cat could be Dr. Kelly. She's been nothing but hostile since I met her. Cat could be Pastor Daniel. How do I know you're not the cat? An enemy lurking in plain sight. I don't know. I mean, the obvious choice would be Tabitha. Just because she's got secrets. Like, her mom is definitely up in that bedroom. But I don't really know. I mean, she could be the cat. How do I know you're not the cat? That's ridiculous. Sybil's helping you. And if she was the cat, why would she warn you about herself? Pick someone else. Oh, thanks a lot, game, for making me feel stupid. I just feel bad, okay? I mean, I don't know. I can't see it being... Like, my two that I would pick would probably be Stella or Tabitha. Dr. Kelly's just kind of there. Like, she's already suspicious. I don't know if she would really be that. I mean, it lets me pick it again. What if I just really push it? Could I? I just want to see what happens if I try to be like, no, you're the cat. Fine, okay. Why did it give me the option then? I don't think it's Tabitha though. Like, it just seems too obvious. Let's go with Stella. I don't know. Cat could be Stella. She disappeared after last night, and we haven't been able to find a hint of where she might be. What if she's plotting something? She doesn't have respect for other people's boundaries. Who's to say she wouldn't betray her friends to satisfy some ulterior motive? She dragged me into the woods for a few minutes after we met to go monster hunting. She seems too trustworthy if asked me. If this were a movie, she'd be the best candidate for surprise betrayal. She barely seems torn up about watching a man die the other night. The way she's been actively courting danger the past few days, it wouldn't be surprise me if she had an ulterior motive. I feel like she keeps disappearing as soon as things start going south. She left Tabitha and I in the mines after the carving and gave us a vision. She disappeared as soon as the ghost hunt was over. It's always the hot ones. Huh. I mean, she did kind of just throw me in the woods. She also didn't really care about the guy dying. And they were friends. And I guess she did leave us in the mines. I guess this is all kind of true. She barely seems torn up about watching a man die the other night. Stella's never had the best coping mechanisms, especially not after she lost her parents. What you see as malice could be her struggling with inner demons. She's just a hurt soul who's been dealt a difficult hand. But you should trust your own judgment here, friend or family. The cat will make itself known soon enough. You don't have to figure out the answer right away. It often takes time for the mind to connect the dots. Just be on guard and keep vigilant that someone close to you isn't to be trusted. We know from the ditchlings that something terrible is coming your way, and it's likely that it's connecting to some hidden enemy. Perhaps we can try to counteract whatever might be planned for you. Judging by what you told me last night, those stones, carvings, seals, whatever you want to call them, I think it's likely they have something to do with this. Until the cat reveals itself, it seems like your best course of action is to seek those carvings out, piece together what you can from your visions, and arm yourself with information. Have you sensed any others around town? Do you think you might be able to find another? Your thoughts drift to that door yesterday, the one that seemed to draw you in, urging you deeper into the clinic. Even just remembering it is enough to tug at you, compelling you to return and open it to see what's on the other side. You can find Stella later, maybe you can even find her there. What's important now is finally seeing what's hidden in the clinic. I think I felt another in the clinic. But bad stuff always happens around them. Shouldn't seek out more of them, the stones need to be left undisturbed. Let's go with this, but bad stuff always happens around them. What happens around these stones might not be anywhere close to what could happen if we let danger encroaching on both of you and this town act unopposed. The ditchlings are multiplying every day, and this is all going to come to a head, and it may just be a question of how prepared you are for when it comes. Learning whatever you can could save your life, even if you're faced with more ghosts or ghouls along the way. I think that's all the help I can offer. I hope this conversation has been illuminating, even if it just brought up more questions than giving any clear answers. You helped last night, why don't you come with me? That's true. You could, like, help. All you did was look at some leaves and tell me to go put myself in danger. Thanks for letting you know if I find anything. You helped me last night, why don't you come with me? I may have been able to see through the spirit's illusions, but I'm not some kind of all-powerful entity. I'm an old woman. I have trouble with my knees, and my eyesight isn't what it used to be. In most situations, I'd be more of a liability than a helpful companion. Imagine if I'd been in those mines with you. Some use I'd be, struggling to climb over rocks and ladders and throwing my back out from all the crouching. Fine. Thanks, I'll let you know if I find anything. Glad to hear it. I hope it all goes well, and I wish you luck. Hopefully you won't need it. I'm gonna need it. Give me all the luck you have. Thank you again for humoring an old lady and stopping by for a chat. I'm gonna go die now. With a small grunt of effort, Sybil gets up from the table and you're escorted back to the door. And remember, be careful who you put your trust in. According to your tea, the cat is getting ready to pounce, and merely being ready for it might not be enough. That's so difficult to deal with. Sybil closes the door to the tea room, and the bells of its door strangely flat in the stale air of the nearly empty general store. This sucks. Talk to Miles. Is your mom a witch? Wouldn't you like to know? Do you know? Yeah. Seems that's all he's gonna say on the subject. Okay. You see any weird rocks around town? Yeah. You. Oh, you. He smirks. Clearly this is a very sick burn, and you should feel bested by his wit. I'm gonna kill him. Let's just go. I don't like this kid. Let's check on Kanika. What's up? I'm about to go throw myself in danger. You're not going anywhere before checking in on Kanika. You make your way upstairs. Knock. Knock on Kanika's door. Mom, I really don't need any more tea. I think I'm just gonna lie down for a while. I'm not your mom. Oh, Casper, what's up? Can I come in? I need to talk to you, it's important. I don't know if I want her to join me. I could use a breather, let's hang out for a minute. Can I come in? Let's just start with that. Can I come in? Sorry, Casper, my mom is right. I'm exhausted. I probably should push her all wind up off worse tomorrow. Looks like you're on your own. Okay. Cool. You make your way out of the general store and down the road to the clinic. This is gonna be so bad. You make your way up the familiar hill past the rows of ragged houses that make up the Scarlet Hollow's residential area. Anybody here? That's Wayne. Isn't he watching me? Are those ditchlings? There's a raccoon. Oh, there are ditchlings everywhere. That might not be Wayne. Oh no, that's Wayne. That's Wayne right there. Oh, this is so bad. This is gonna be so bad for me. Oh, we're gonna die. It isn't long before you find yourself outside of Dr. Kelly's clinic. Its secret's enticing you to find the way in. Oh, we're so gonna die. Even at the bottom of the hill, you can already feel the presence. It's like a magnet that has been fixed to your ribcage, gently tugging you forward, guiding you towards whatever emits that compulsive frequency. Let's talk to the raccoon. Not that thing, though. Ask a woodland creature how they get into the house. Quickly glance around, eyes trained on the underbush. A flash of striped tail grabs your eye immediately. Can I help you, Buster? Hey there, if you were trying to break into that house at the top of the hill, how would you do it? What, just because I got little hands and go through people's trash, I'm supposed to know how to break into places? There's a hill that'll take you right up to that big flat roof thing. Sometimes humans leave the windows open up there and I go inside. Don't tell them, okay? I like to sleep in their big piles of cloth. It's one of my few joys in life. Don't get eaten by ditchlings. He leaves as you turn back to look at the clinic. Yeah, you have your way in. Alright, let's go do it, I guess. Make your way up the hill and onto the terrace. I'm pretty sure that you can make the jump to the second floor, at least with a running start. You make your way up the hill and bend your knees in anticipation, and then you jump. I hope they aren't home and they hear this. You land and try the door. It's unlocked. Why is it why is it all covered? It's like they're moving or someone's deceased. The upstairs of the clinic feels like a decommissioned museum. Old furniture is covered in plain white sheets and a thick layer of dust coats the floor. This place hasn't seen any use in years. You're in the clinic, free to explore as you please. Or rather, you're free to explore as you please. You can feel that odd sensation again, the nagging pull of whatever it was that wanted you to find it. You've been caught by its gravity, an overwhelming curiosity guiding you around the corner and towards a dark doorway under the stairs. It's been left ajar, as if it's inviting you to enter. Turn on the lights. Huh? The lights click on. You're in the morgue. Hey! Casper, what are you doing in the morgue? Why are you in the morgue? Flirt. Hi! Vampire! You haven't seen Stella around, have you? That seems awkward. Oh my god, you died and she Frankensteined you back to life? Am I interrupting something? Okay, I have to ask. Are you human? She killed you! What are you doing in the morgue? I'm just gonna pretend I never saw this. Let's go with this. What are you doing in the morgue? I'm pretty sure it looks weird. It's not like I expected anyone to come down here. Was just, you know, practicing. A rehearsal, if you will. Excuse you? Rehearse, you say? Good one. Wait, what? His words seemed distant to you. Tugging is strong down here. What was the joke? Rehearse? Oh, it was trying to make some weird pun with his name or something? Rehearse? I don't know. Whatever. You can almost feel yourself slipping into a trance. Your eyes wander to the back wall of the morgue. You need to see what's back there. Follow the pool. I don't have a choice. You touch the wall. It feels disappointingly solid under your palms. Hey, are you okay? You feel Reese's hand gently shake your shoulder, and for a moment, the thing on the other side of the blank white wall loosens its pull on you. You kind of looked possessed for a second there. You good? Make him understand. Huh? Make him understand. Is the narration kind of going crazy on us? Why, wall? Why are we breathing so heavy? Need see thing, but wall stand in way! Why wall? Let me inside. Some kind of magic shit going on, man, but it's telling me I need to get behind that wall. I need to get behind the wall. There's a stone carving on the other side of the wall, and I need to see it. Oh god, it's so loud. There's some kind of magic shit going on, man, but it's telling me I need to get behind that wall. Reese glances back at the wall. You're really serious, aren't you? That's probably a bad idea, but if you really need to get in there, I'm pretty sure there's an emergency axe somewhere upstairs. I just need to get the dock out. Get the dock out of her hair. Should take 2 seconds. Get the dock out of her hair? Yeah, because she's crazy. Yes, please. Axe now. Sounds great. Lead the way. Yes, I will destroy the wall. Say nothing. Get the doc out of her hair? Yeah, if I say I'm sick and need something, she'll drop whatever she's doing and do it for me. Surefire way to get her out of the house. Yeah, most of the time it's true anyway. How'd you learn that little trick? Use what you got to get what you need. No shame in it. Doesn't that make her worry about you even more? While manipulating her using your illness. Classy. Say nothing. We'll just say nothing. It's not our place. Alright. Oh, this is gonna be so bad. Let's just say nothing. You say nothing, your heart pounding in your chest as you remain fixated on the wall. Be right back. He strides past you, his long legs moving swiftly. He seems excited, his usual dour demeanor replaced with an uncharacteristic pep when faced with the prospect of sneaking around and tearing down walls. You hear his soft voice filtering in through the open doorway at the top of the stairs, a hoarse and sickly edge added for its effects as he speaks with his mother. Hey, Mom? He coughs gently. Reese, I didn't know you were awake. I still feel like shit, but I think I can finally try to keep down some juice down. Looks like we're all out, though. Really? I thought I'd just pick some up. I've got an errand to run on Main Street anyway. I'll go pick up some orange juice and some ginger ale, too. That would be awesome. Sorry to ask. I know you're probably busy. It's no problem. It doesn't take long. Don't do anything too strenuous while I'm gone. Just lie in bed until I get back. Thanks, Mom. I'll take it easy. You hear footsteps move down the hall, then the front door opening and closing. It worked! The theatric rasp has left his voice, excitement rising in its place. Man, he is just pumped to do something different for once. Come on up. We don't have long until she gets back. As you step out of the morgue, you relax. The extra space between you and the carving has weakened its hold on you, and with it, your desperation to claw your way through the wall and unveil it. It's one of those emergency fire axes, so it should be pretty obvious whatever it is, though I'm not sure where she'd be keeping it. I'll show you around. Let's try the doc's office first. And look for secrets. Make your way to the doorway of her now vacant office. I don't see an axe in here. He's right. A cursory glance reveals nothing but stacks of paper and cabinets of medical supplies. But something on the desk catches your eye. Some sort of records with your family's name on them. Read the files! Reese stops in the doorway, turning to watch you leaf through the documents. Find something interesting? They're your family's death certificates. Oh. Let's look at Perline's. Cause of death, sleep apnea. Discovered by your daughter Tabitha Chrysanthemum Scarlet. No autopsy performed because they didn't look at the body because she's still alive and she's very much in the room in the house. Tabitha's middle name is Chrysanthemum? Wonder who cursed her with that mouthful. Who said you could read any of these? I mean, I'm not supposed to either. Definitely gonna make fun of her for that later. I feel like this was forbidden knowledge. I feel like that was forbidden knowledge. Let's look at Edwardians. Born April 9th, 1913, died February 12th, 2003, age 89, cause of death, heart failure, signed by her granddaughter Perline Scarlet. Pretty normal, almost made it to 90, died of normal old person disease. Enoch, cause of death, fall from cliff. This one has the coroner's report attached. Organ sustained impact injuries, lacerations to the neck and body consistent with fall from great height. Whoa, an actual autopsy report? It's ancient. Let's look at the others. Quickly flip through a few other of the Scarlets whose names aren't quite as familiar. Theodore Scarlet, born May 9th, 1890, died 1918, age 28, cause of death, crushed in mine collapse, body not recovered, signed by his brother Enoch Scarlet. Joseph Scarlet, Louis Scarlet, died. Both killed at Normandy in the line of duty. Those must have been Edwardian's brother. Certificate of fetal death, infant boy Andrew Scarlet, Charles Scarlet, delivered April 3rd, 1945, stillbirth, mother Edwardian Scarlet. Cause of death, complications during birth, no doctor present, home burial. Alexandria Scarlet, born December 12th, 1947, died 1957, age 9, missing, presumed dead, signed by mother Edwardian Scarlet. Mary Bell Scarlet, born September 3rd, died October in 1963, age 17. Cause of death, complications during childbirth, signed by her mother, Edwardian Scarlet. Wow, that's a lot of kids to outlive. Reese's eyes flick up to the doorway, and a second later you hear the sound of the front door handle being turned. His hand is on your shoulder before you even register what's happening, and you're pushed back out of view of the front door. Uh-oh. Shit, I'm not supposed to be in here. We gotta hide. Uh-oh. He hurries to the closet door, motioning you inside. You slip past him and squish yourself into what little space is available in the nearly full closet. Reese is close on your heels. Let him in. I don't want him to get caught. Just get in here. Let him in. You let him in. Together you listen as the doctor makes her way to some room deeper into the clinic. In the silence of the tiny closet, even breath seems too loud, as if you could expect Dr. Kelly to hear it from wherever she was across the house. He looked really sickly from that angle. We better wait a second, just in case. Flirt. Hey! You, me, trapped in the closet. Quietly wait for danger to pass. The two of you stand in intense silence, both crammed into a suffocating closet, taking shallow breaths as if she could hear you breathing from the other side of the building. But the footsteps soon return. Dr. Kelly makes her way back towards your hiding place, creaking floorboards broadcasting her location all the way to the hallway just outside your hiding spot. The footsteps return. They get louder, approaching the open office door, and then they stop. Uh-oh. Much to your relief, she opens another door, leaving the main clinic. Okay, we're in the clear. Are you sure? We've probably only got a minute or two until she comes back, so let's make it count. The medical supply room is probably our best bet. If any other room in the clinic is likely to have a fire axe, it's probably the room full of chemicals. This way. He motions you down the hallway, slipping through the slightly ajar door of what you assume to be the supply room. There it is. What's that? Yes, there it is. Looking around for anything suspicious. Keys. Here we go. He rushes over the cabinet that contains a bright red axe, pulling the glass door open. Your axe. Keen eye, a splash of brown catches your eye. There's a small sprig of what almost looks like fairy berries, with a wide, 8-pronged leaf still attached at its base. The end of the sprig is leaking sap onto the countertop. It's fresh. Now we can... Keen eye, Reese stops mid-sentence as he notices you staring at the plant. He stops to pick it up. Does she make her own medicine? He puts it down, but not before breaking off a berry and sliding it into his pocket. I don't think she's allowed to do that. She's not a pharmacist. This room is just for storing stuff she orders for patients from a pharmacist in Brevard. Why would she be making her own? Before you can answer, the two of you hear something in the distance and turn to listen intently. How's the door from the house? Come on, if we hurry we can get you back downstairs. I'll run interference. Go downstairs, quick! You can hear her approaching now, floorboards creaking in the hallway on the other side of the office. You follow Reese's instruction, once again starting down the basement stairs, letting the pull of the stone carving guide you back to the morgue. Dr. Kelly's voice filters down from above. I was right. We did already have juice. It's just in the back of the fridge, but there's no harm in having extra. What are you doing in the clinic? I thought I told you to get rest. Oh, I'm just gonna chill in the morgue. I got my speakers, so if you hear some weird sounds, it's just my music. I'll be sure to put in earplugs to drown out all that industrial clang you listen to. Beautiful. You know I'm not the biggest fan of you spending time down there. It can't be good for your mental health to hang out in the refrigerator for corpses. Do you at least have a blanket this time? Yeah, I'll be fine. It's just a change of scenery. My room feels too claustrophobic right now. Okay. I'll let you know when it's time for dinner. You hear the door close and the sound of Reese descending the stairs to join you in the fluorescent lit room below. I don't know how I'd feel about having a morgue in my house. Actually, I know exactly how I feel about it. I wouldn't like it one bit. I didn't even like having a cemetery near my house. I wouldn't want dead bodies in the basement. Ugh. Hey. Wall now. Yes. Wall. Let's do this. And make the first blow. Wall. Have at it. He's really nonchalant about this. You approach the far end of the morgue, axe practically swinging through the air as you strike the wall. The first cut offers a surprising amount of resistance. There's some structure behind it. Some wood frame holding it in place, trying to stand between you and whatever waits for you on the other side. We're taking out the structural beam. Let's have at it. This place is going down. Yelling timber. You stand back. You stagger back from the massive hole in the wall and admire your effort. Wow. Holy shit. The splintered edge frames dark passage, seemingly cut deep into the other side of the cliff. Cold and seeping from a forgotten place into the already frigid morgue. I want to just hide this real quick. Is that a wheelchair? So there's like a whole other hospital wing in this house? How freaking big is this house? Holy crap. Reese coughs as he takes a better look at what lies behind the wound in the wall. There's a whole hallway back in there. Thick, stale air leaks from the hole, filling the morgue with an earthy mildew smell, like the room was slowly filling with dirt. And with the stink of grave-like room beyond comes an even stronger compulsion. You step forward. And you climb into the hole. Ugh. We're gonna get disease just from breathing in all this disgustingness. This is wild. I had no idea any of this was here. An entire hospital wing, rotting away for decades behind some flimsy drywall? His voice sounds distant. Your sole focus is finding it. Your feet move without prompting, and you stumble down the hallway towards the far wall, barely registering the antique clutter as you stagger past it. Whoa, are you okay? No. You don't respond, and you don't bother to retrieve the axe. The wall is rotten, water damage having eaten away at the wood over the course of unknowable years. The plank's nearly reduced to sawdust. You tear into it. Oh boy. Huh? Enoch, I thought you weren't going to come. I was worried you'd leave me here forever. They say there's nothing they can do. I'll never use my legs. Oh, that's him. They say there's nothing they can do. I'll never use my legs again. Enoch, what am I gonna do? Calm down, Teddy. Those doctors don't know what they're talking about. I've been doing my own research and I found us an alternative. We won't have to worry about anything from here on out, I promise. I went to talk to the witch. Oh my god, Sybil is a witch. A witch? But that's nonsense. It's alright, it's all sorted. We're taking you home today and everything will be resolved by this time next week. I bet she is the cat. I mean, maybe the game was messing with me, you know? Everything goes black. Your vision swims back into focus, and it takes a solid second or two to reorient to yourself. You're in an unfamiliar bed. Reese leans against a far wall, eyeing you with concern and curiosity. Hey, I was worried you slipped into a coma or something. How did you sneak back past your mom into your room? You tore down a wall like a wild animal, found some weird carving, and collapsed. I think you might have some kind of seizure. Are you okay? How did I get here? Wait, nothing spooky happened? The mountain didn't collapse on us? No ghosts? How did I get here? I want to ask this first. Nothing spooky happened? No, nothing. You just fell down, twitched a little, and when you seemed stable, I carried you back here. That was a few hours ago. But you have a delicate constitution. Thanks, man, I appreciate it. Phew, that's great. Maybe these carvings aren't all that bad. Maybe there's something spooky going on right now and we haven't realized it yet. Great, glad I have at least one mostly normal day this week. Aw, too bad, I was hoping for some excitement. But you have a delicate constitution. What? It wasn't super far or anything. I just picked you up and carried you. Might be sick a lot, but that doesn't mean I'm made of paper. Oh. I can still do things normal people can do. I'm pretty sure I'll pay for it later, but I didn't want you to have to wake up in that musty hallway or the morgue. Does Dr. Kelly know I'm here? No, I snuck you back into the house while she was busy in the medical storage room. I don't know if I should tell him. I don't know anything about this guy. Should probably get going. Cells missing in stone here finally stopped yelling at me. So, what now? I think Dr. Kelly should look me over. The seizures can't be good for me. So what now? We might be stuck down here for a little bit. The doc is on a warpath up there. Why? I refused to take my medicine and she's not happy about it. But after I looked this up, there's no way I was going to take anything she gave me. She's been poisoning me for years. What? I went ahead and blocked my door so she can't get down here. Now we just have to wait her out. You blocked your door? But why would your mom poison you? I don't know. But the internet says this is castor bean. It's used to make ricin, a super deadly poison that causes some of my exact symptoms. And death, usually. But I feel like it's not probably a poison for him specifically. I'm guessing it's the only thing that will get rid of, like cures whatever monster thing he has going on. What is... Sorry, hold on 1 second. Okay. Sorry, my chair got all tangled up in something. Yeah, like, I'm guessing he's, like, infected with something, so maybe this isn't poison to him, but I don't know. The thing I can't figure out is whether she's been trying to kill me slowly, or if she just likes keeping me sick enough to be dependent on her. Or maybe she knows something dangerous is outside and she doesn't want him to get out of the house. Either way, I don't think I've ever had an illness. I think this illness was me growing up and becoming less easy to control. She sure found a cure for that. Ricin is really bad. How are you not dead? With your evidence, you should be able to call the cops. Nah, that's stupid. It's really bad. How are you not dead? I don't know. Maybe it's low enough doses, or maybe I developed a tolerance. But I think the fact that I feel more and more alive by the minute is enough to prove that she was keeping me sick. I don't even need solid evidence. No matter what, we should get out of this basement soon. We need to get you out of here. Who knows what she'll do when she finds out what you know. I mean, I have to get out of here. But I don't know about him. Maybe we should just leave it at that. Let's find a distraction until it's safe to leave. Are we supposed to pass the time until it's safe to leave? I'm leaving. I don't want to be down here. I want to leave. You blocked your door? Yeah, let's explore that. You blocked your door? Of course I did. Put a chair in front of it. It's never failed me before. We don't need her coming down here to finish me off. Or whatever she might do now that I know that what her treatment plan has been all these years. Heck yeah, sleepover. I need to leave. Makes sense, but now we're just locked downstairs. So what was your plan with that exactly? Good, gives us time to figure out a game plan. How are we supposed to get out? I don't think you're acting rationally. So you're holding me hostage down here until what exactly? So I'm a prisoner. But I need to leave. I know you do, but I'm doing this to protect you. To protect both of us. We shouldn't underestimate her. I have these weird memories. I've always assumed they were dreams or hallucinations, but now... I think she's used tranquilizers on me. Other times that I've gotten too unruly for her. I don't know how much of these memories I can trust, but I'm starting to think I should believe my instincts when it comes to the lengths she's willing to go to keep me under her control. We'll wait until she's asleep, and then we can at least get out of the basement, and we can figure out what to do from there. Will she actually go to sleep? Okay, Alright, how are we supposed to pass the time until it's safe to leave? A distraction seems like a good idea. As you can probably tell, I'm getting a little jittery. Maybe it's a lack of poison in my system for the first time in years, or the fact that my whole perception of reality has been turned on its head. Probably a combo. I probably should have pushed to leave. He's probably gonna turn into a ditchling. Doesn't feel awful, to be honest. You could always draw me like one of your French girls. What if your mom doesn't fall asleep? I believe you owe me a showing of Chi no Chi, death blood. Whatever it is you need to to kill time, preferably something that'll help me ignore my mounting anxiety. I'm chill with it, whatever. Just go with the flow. What if your mom doesn't fall asleep? You shouldn't call her my mom. As far as I'm concerned, she's fortified that title. She's forfeited that title. I don't even think I should call her doctor. She's just some woman now. Can't wait for her to be in the rearview mirror of the rest of my life. If she doesn't fall asleep by 10, we can figure something else out. These windows are supposedly shatterproof, which she always said was for burglars. Now I assume it was yet another way to keep me boxed in. Now I'm trapped in here with him. I don't like this at all. We can try to break them anyway. Alright. Can we break them? I should have pushed to leave. I'm now scared. Oh, I'm gonna die. Just go with the flow. So, if we got some time to kill, we can always watch a movie. I'm really into horror movies. As I'm sure you can tell, it's been so long since I had somebody over to watch one with me. And I believe I owe you a showing of Shi no Chi, Death Blood. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, he's gonna kill us. Reese gets the movie set up and joins you on the bed. Let me know if it gets to be too much for you. I'm not a great judge of how other people will react to the sort of things I watch, but I definitely don't want you to feel uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable being trapped in the basement with you. I don't know you very well. This is a slow burn of a movie, but the dread it's managing to build is palpable in the room. Or maybe this is how I feel down here all the time, what with this grisly painting, this lack of lighting, cinder block walls, and of course, the fact that the woman currently lurking upstairs has been poisoning her son since his teens. I've seen a couple of the director's other films, and they're all interesting, though this is probably the best introduction to his work. The way it jump cuts to seemingly unrelated TV show recordings that then wind up tying back into the narrative adds a level of realism and depth to the world that I find really engrossing. It's found footage used to its fullest. I can't believe all... Does he have fangs? Is he a vampire? It said it earlier as a joke, but was it serious? I mean, his ears are a little pointy and he's got kind of weird teeth. Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. I can't believe I'll be able to just do things from here on out. Like watch movies with another person? This isn't gonna go well. He seems too happy. He's gonna kill me. He's gonna turn. He's so pointy. Why? Or talk to people, ever. You can hear the difference in energy now that Reese hasn't had his daily dose of poison. He's uncharacteristically chatty. Clearly not used to talking to another person, let alone when he has the energy to carry on a long conversation. What if she's been poisoning him to keep him low energy so he doesn't turn? I don't trust it. I'm not holding his hand. I need someone to hold my hand. I'm scared. Glad you'll be able to have a social life. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. First we have to get out of the basement. Ignore I'm watching the movie. Shh, I'm watching the movie. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. First we have to get out of this basement. That's true. I shouldn't be counting my chickens. We still have to get past the woman upstairs. He tenses, his back straightening, his muscles clenching as he is reminded of the obstacle. Hopefully we can just wait her out. If not, trails off. But his features soften as he once again immerses himself in the film. A man on the screen yells potence of doom into the camera, trailing off into a wordless scream. The plot is really heating up. I love that there are all these distinct sort of vignettes, little pockets of horror that affect a small number of people, and only once you start seeing how they fit together can you realize some fundamental horror about the universe. And then it sees you back. Incredible. Cosmic horror is in its true sense. Reese is becoming very animated. It's probably safe to assume that he's dealing with a lot of extra adrenaline right now, what with his entire reality turning out to be a lie. But he's also talking over the movie. Why does the game want us to flirt with him so much? This is too scary. You should hold me. Like, it's trying to set us up with him, and I feel like it's to betray us in the end. Like, I feel like it wants you to fall in love with him, so that way when he rips your throat out, you're like, oh my god, what a surprise. But he's giving me weird feelings. He seems untrustworthy. I don't like how energetic he's getting. I think a movie is too chill for you right now. Maybe you should figure out how to leave. I don't want him to come with me. Straight up, I want him to stay here. I don't trust it at all. Ugh. Reese, are you feeling okay? You know, I think I'd better get going. I think I'd better get going. Oh no, did I do something wrong? Sorry, I know I'm probably being more talkative than usual. I'm just feeling a little jittery. You don't have to leave. I can settle down. We can wait a little longer, and then that woman will be asleep and we can both leave without anything going wrong. There's a knock on the window. Huh? Casper, don't get any closer to that thing. It's time to go home. That voice. I know that voice. Is that who's been following you around? Without another word, Wayne starts pounding on the supposedly shatterproof window. Enemies upstairs, enemies outside. We're surrounded. Even if I get out of this house, I won't be safe. You won't be safe. I'm gonna die. Please help me, Wayne. What do you mean? Wayne isn't gonna hurt you. He hasn't hurt anyone. Why did he call you that thing? You're being weird, man. I don't need you to protect me. I think you're overreacting. God. Let's just tell him he's not gonna hurt him. What do you mean? Wayne isn't gonna hurt you. He hasn't hurt anyone. He's just freaking creepy. What do you mean? Wayne isn't gonna hurt you. He hasn't hurt anyone. Yes, he will. He's furious with me. Can't you hear it? But I'm not weak anymore. I can fight back. I don't have to cower in fear from those people who want to hurt me. I can protect the both of us, Casper. Oh, fuck. The window shatters. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is happening? As Reese tears his clothes, the paint bubbles out from the canvases. His ghoulish figure peeling themselves out of the two-dimensional worlds, invading yours, crawling up the walls. Oh my god. Please help me. Grab my hand. I'll pull you out. Oh, I'm taking a hand. Oh, he's got a tail. Leave us alone. Holy shit. I'm gonna die. In a surge of violence, the change that has been brewing inside of Reese finally comes. As it manifests, the broken basement window is sealed off and Wayne along with it. Oh no. Oh no. Run for the stairs. Stay where you are. We gotta run. We have to run, right? But staying where we are is gonna kill us. I'm saving, just in case. I know save scumming is wrong, but I want to live. Run for the stairs. You've seen enough to know you need to leave. You run up the stairs. The door is blocked by chair. Holy shit! And it's blocked by something else too. No, going back downstairs is not gonna be good. Try to tear through them. You toss the chair out of the way and do your best to tear through the substances covering the door. It reforms and regenerates too quickly for you to claw your way through. We're gonna die. Defeated, you turn back to the basement. The reminder of Reese's paintings wait their artist's command. It's okay. Stay right there. I can take care of this. Then she won't be able to hurt anyone anymore. I'll be right back. Oh no. Reese storms up the stairs, leaving you with his smears. I'm gonna die. We're gonna die, but I'm gonna hide this just in case this is a good thumbnail. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, call Tabitha. Try and warn Dr. Kelly. Not sure who to help. Best of all, Reese, to see how things play out. Try and leave. Oh, what do we do? I mean, Dr. Kelly's gonna know how to stop him. But how would we warn her? And what if he hears us? But he's already out there. I don't know if I want to bring Tabitha into this. Should I follow him? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. You're not sure who to help. What do I mean by that? I'm definitely sure I shouldn't be helping Reese. But I feel like Dr. Kelly could save us. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Try to warn Dr. Kelly. We're gonna die. You make your way to the door that beckoned to you yesterday, all intrigue now washed away. You know where it leads, and you know what secrets and stones that lurked in the forgotten basement of the clinic had shared with you. Now the clinic holds a new horror. Somewhere beyond the narrow hallway leading from the house proper into the doctor's office, there's a monster preparing to do something unthinkable. Open the door. We're gonna die. You grasp the handle and turn. Duck! Okay, okay, shoot, duck, duck. You do as she says, ducking out of the way. She shoots. She scores! The gun isn't very loud. There's only a pop as the projectile leaves the barrel, whizzing through the air. You turn to see the dart embedded in Reese's chest. Holy shite! Oh, wow, that's real bad. He pulls the tranquilizer dart out from between his ribs, heaving heavy breaths as the drug courses through his system. Going to have to try harder than that, you now, how did you... Wait? As if you could just hope to stop me, you pathetic waste of flesh. Uh-oh. Before Wayne takes another step down the stairs, paint flows out from between the cracks in the wood. Reese is panic pulling in the mob of fury smears to hold his enemies in place. The artist darts away, but the smears continue the work in his absence. Dr. Kelly, come back! Dr. Kelly makes her escape down the hallway, and Wayne is overcome, glued in place at the top of the stairs by stiffening globs of paint. Where do we go? Run to a nearby room, run to after Dr. Kelly. Dr. Kelly will save us. Let's go follow her. Run after Dr. Kelly. You run forward, braving the onslaught of smears, dodging them as best as you can to try and see where Dr. Kelly went. I don't like this direction. The door in front of you is smothered in paint. Hey. Dr. Kelly's voice crackles out from an unseen speaker. You, Casper. I'm stuck in the safe room. I can't help you from here, but you can help the both of us. How? You survived? What's going on? What the hell is your son, ma'am? That's not our problem right now. I'm sure Wayne can handle this. I'm not helping you. You're poisoning him. That's not true. What, so you can keep him poisoned forever? Let's go with this. You survived? What is going on? I think you can probably put that together. I need you to get to the medical storage room. I'll give you further instructions when you're there. Alright, let's go. You turn back and round and head to the medical storage room. I'm here. Great, now listen to me. I need you to use that black taped key to get into the cabinet and bring me the elephant tranquilizers. It's the bottle laid with fentanyl. Bear tranquilizers clearly aren't gonna cut it anymore. An intercom system, huh, Doc? Good. You should hear this. Casper, you don't have to do anything she says. I'm not gonna hurt anybody else. Just her. If I don't, you and I both know she's gonna shoot me full of elephant tranquilizers? Did I hear that right? And shove me back down into that basement? Or maybe someplace even worse. Keep killing me every day for the rest of my miserable existence. I feel amazing right now. Better than I ever felt in my life. I'm not dangerous. She's just scared because she knows she has to finally pay for what she's taken from me. Please help me. I don't feel like I should be in the middle of this. I just want to go home. I just want to go home. Then grab the tranquilizers. You don't have to do what she says, Casper. She's the dangerous one. She had no trouble doing this to her own son. What else might she be treating without her knowledge? Wayne, help me. You can always just stay here. Choose not to get involved. Choose to let me do what has to be done. Enough. Get him, Wayne. Reese cries out in pain. Ah, what the hell did you do to my shoulder? Kina, you see for the briefest instant something coming out of Wayne's sleeve. Yeah, that weird little plant thing. Just a flash of pale yellow, then it's gone, slithering back into Wayne's clothes. I'll handle it. Try to get somewhere safe until then. Okay. And the two stagger down the hallway. Quick, grab the tranquilizers and head to the safe room. Alright, grab tranquilizers. You should say tranquilizers are easy to find, marked with a small square of black tape to match the key. She's certainly an organized woman. Head for the safe room! You make your way out of the medical storage room and back to the hallway where Dr. Kelly disappeared. Help! As you approach, Dr. Kelly heaves open the door, slowly breaking apart the massive paint, sealing it shut. Hurry! I don't think I can keep it open for long. Help me! You slip past her into the safe room. She shuts the door quickly, though one of the little smears manages to slip past her. Kill it! Kill it! She stomps on it. Painted viscera splatters across the cement floor. Viscera? Sounds like Reese and your friend are still fighting. We probably have a few minutes before he gets here. What is this? Let's talk Reese. What's the game plan, both short-term and long-term? While we're at it, any other secrets you're keeping? Let's talk Reese. Yeah, I bet you have some questions. Go ahead, I have nothing left to hide. Why is this happening? When did you find that? How did he not know what he was? When did you start poisoning? What is he? At first, I thought he was some kind of werewolf. But if he is, he doesn't follow any kind of full moon rules or anything. Silver doesn't do shit to him. And you've seen what he looks like. It's just weird. I almost wish I could examine him while he's fully transformed. It'd be fascinating to know what happens to him, or how his body does it. But he seems pretty hell-bent on ripping my throat out, so I guess I'll just have to remain a mystery. It'll just have to remain a mystery. When did you find out? A little after he hit puberty. That's awkward. He had all the usual changes, then a few extra. Thickened nails, sharp teeth, elfish ears. I figured he might have some kind of genetic disorder. Had him checked out at a few specialists, but there was nothing obviously wrong about him. Then we had an argument, and he changed right in front of me. It was nothing like he was just now, just a couple inches and some facial abnormalities, enough to be noticeable. I was scared. He could see that, and he stopped. I thought it was a one-off, or maybe a hallucination. But the second time, it wasn't as subtle, and it didn't go away as easy. That's when I knew for sure something was happening beyond my realm of expertise. Was his dad similar? Strange little smile creeps onto Dr. Kelly's face. I wish I knew. What do you mean? Race just kind of happened. I wasn't seeing anyone. I just woke up pregnant one day? I know that how impossible that sounds. I'm a doctor, for Christ's sake. What in the freaking Mary is going on here? You just woke up pregnant? Excuse you? Have you told the church? What? I kept having these weird dreams, almost like a sleep paralysis episode. Romantic sleep paralysis episodes. They were actually kind of sweet, but they were just dreams. She seems... They must have been some damn good dreams. She is fine with this scenario. They must have been the best goddamn dreams to just wake up pregnant and be okay with it. What happened in there? But then, all of a sudden, my period stopped. I got morning sickness, and roughly 9 months later, Reese. That's so freaking weird. The relationship between you seems difficult. No shit, Sherlock. How do you know he's dangerous? Obviously, he's trying to kill you right now. How did he not know what he was? What? The relationship between you seems so difficult. Yeah, you could say that. He was such a cute kid. When I found out I was pregnant, I was terrified. I didn't know if I'd be ready. But he made me love being a mom. It's not like it was going to be sunshine and roses forever. No matter what, kids grow up and they change, sometimes for worse. Sometimes they turn into giant monsters that want to rip out your throat, but, you know, what can you do? This is part of being a mom. This is part of being a mom, too. Doing what you can to make sure the child you brought into this world isn't going to go around eating people. What? How did he not know what he was? I've been medicating him since he was 12. We've only had 3 instances like this before, maybe 4, depending on what counts. This is the worst one by far. He doesn't seem to understand at first that he looks different, and I just make sure to stay on top of his dosages, so he rarely ever does. Yeah. But I've been preparing for this inevitability. He's an adult now. There's only so much I can do to control him. How do you know he's dangerous? That's stupid, but whatever. Well, he wants to murder me, so that's clue number 1. It's not like he's a usually violent kid. Mostly just sad, but every now and then we butt heads, and then that's usually when this side of him comes out. Imagine this happens anytime he gets frustrated with anyone. Imagine he gets road rage one day, turns into a foot-tall monster with a million teeth, and rips somebody apart in the middle of a major metropolitan area. Yeah, he's dangerous. He's indeed a menace to society. Why not just kill him? Well, it's her son, even if it's a weird happening. I can fix him. I can fix him. Why not? Let's just ask. Why not just kill him? You think I haven't tried? Oh, okay. At the very least, poison isn't the way to do it. I haven't resorted to any violent measures. Maybe if he's weak and they knew where to hit him, somebody could do it. But I just can't bring myself to do that kind of thing to him. I can't look him in the eye while I did that, and then he'd be gone. I don't want him to be gone. He's my kid. I love him so much. He has a lot to offer to the world, even if he's stuck in his room for the rest of his life. This doesn't sound like he has a lot to offer. Why did you start poisoning him? Dr. Kelly sighs. We stopped calling it poison. Yes, it's poison. But the act of me giving him poison was not me poisoning him. I was medicating his illness. It started when he was around 15. I've been giving him increasingly high dosages of Klonopin, but his body kept adapting and the symptoms would come back, especially if we ever fought. I couldn't keep ordering all these drugs. It was already suspicious and I could risk losing my license, especially if anyone ever found out what I was using them for. Someone approached me with a solution. I took it. And I've been dealing with the emotional and mental consequences of that decision ever since. Alright. Who approached you? What did they say? Dr. Kelly gives you a long, hard look. I don't want to talk about that woman. Was it Perline? Or was it Sybil? It could have been Sybil. She's got all the herbs. I'm telling you, she was the cat. I mean, I think it's trying to tell me that Reese is the cat right now, but I'm pretty sure it's Sybil. Sybil. Whatever her name is. But screw it. I might die tonight. Sure, I'll tell you. It was... Huh? And that's all I have to say about that. Is she, like, in our heads or something? Because it's really weird how, like, we wanted to accuse her earlier, and then it wouldn't let us... I don't know. I don't think we can trust the text box always. You know? Like, I also feel like sometimes it says things like it's telling me to do things. You know? I don't know. Like Slay the Princess? You know? Sometimes the text box says things that are just like its own character. But something... that was weird. It was like, she watching us somehow? And that's all I have to say about that. What do you mean? Tell me. While we're at it, any other secrets you're keeping? You have it all. You have no idea how relieved I am to finally say all this shit out loud. Yeah, it's pretty heavy. What is this room? An old X-ray room. It had walls. After I realized this whole situation was a possibility, I had the door reinforced with special remote-controlled locks. Glad it could finally come in handy. What's the game plan, both short-term and long-term? Well, I pump him full of elephant tranquilizers, I lock him in here, and then somehow I convince him to see things from my perspective. Then we all live happily ever after. And if you can't? And if he manages to find a way out and kills you? So you're gonna lock him away again. There has to be some other way. It's just gonna make him feel trapped. I don't care about that. I see no flaws with this plan. Just kill him. And if you can't, doesn't really change much whether he's a willing captive or an unwilling captive. It doesn't matter. He's either under my constant supervision or he's dead. That's just how it has to go. Alright, I guess we're here then. You and Dr. Kelly sit in silence and wait for her son to make his way to you. Sound of distant breaking glass cuts through the silence of the clinic outside the safe room. I'd back away from the window if I were you personally. Shit, this might be game time. Oh, God. Dr. Kelly opens the door. The two of you stare out into the hallway. Oh god. Oh no. Why? Oh. Oh no. Oh, he's so big. Is this what you were so afraid of? Yeah. Hand over the tranquilizers. This is our shot. Give her the tranquilizers. You hand Dr. Kelly the tranquilizer darts. Dr. Kelly quickly loads them into her gun, leveling the barrel at her son. Casper, I thought we were in this together. Oh, don't look at me like that. I barely even like you. Thank God. Dr. Kelly sighs heavily, staring down at the warped figure of her son. He's gonna kill me later. I can drag him into the safe room on my own. I'll meet you at the front when I'm done. Okay, leave her to it. You have fun, lady. I'll be outside with the ditchlings. You return to the entrance of the clinic. Everything is quiet now, only streaks of paint where Reese's minions had once rolled out of the cracks in the wood. Where'd Wayne go? I hope you understand that this needs to stay between us. I don't care how much you feel you need to share what just happened with other people. The more people who know about this, the more trouble it is for me and for him. I don't need any more well-intentioned escape plans. Can I come visit him? Absolutely not. Do you think you'll let any of his friends in on this? There's a magic stone in your basement. Just thought you should know. Also, we busted a hole in the wall down there. Yeah, I should probably say that. Someone needs to kill him. We can deal with that later. Let's explore first. There's a magic stone in your basement. Just thought you should know. And also, I busted a hole in the wall down there. Okay, thanks for the heads up, I guess. Do you think you'll let any of his friends in on this? She heaves a sigh. I'll have to think about it. We'd run the risk of one of them trying to break him out. But if he's stuck in a windowless room with no internet and no friends, that's a one-way ticket to insanity. I think he's already lost it. Then I have an insane monster on my hands. Stella in particular would be a problem. That girl never knows how to mind her own business or follow other people's rules. She would absolutely not fear what might happen if he cut loose. Kanika, I might consider. She's got a bit of a bleeding heart and pretty inflexible morals, which could be a problem. On the other hand, I don't know how well she could keep a secret, and if Stella found out, then if Stella found out, then Kanika could probably be convinced to do a jailbreak, and then it'll all blow up in my face. I can't read behind the cat. Move, cat. Come here. You can probably tell I put a lot of thought into this. It's the same calculation. I've been doing this for years, debating whether or not I could be fully upfront with any of them, instead of just pushing them out of the way and hoping they'd notice what was really going on. She sighs again. Maybe I'll get him a kitten or something. Well, that's awfully on topic with my cat in the way of the screen. Like they did for Coco, the gorilla. Might as well give him a tire swing while I'm at it. Some enrichment for his enclosure. I hate that I have to do this to him. I feel so guilty. I'm sorry I came here. I feel like this is all my fault. No, that's not true. Someone needs to kill him. It'd be better for everyone, Reese included. Stuck alone and poisoned in that tiny cage is no way to live. Yeah, probably that. Someone needs to kill him. It'd be better for everyone, Reese included. Stuck alone and poisoned in that tiny cage is no way to live. I don't care what kind of monster he is, Casper. He's still my kid. Uh-oh. Okay, you can't rub against a microphone. Come here. Move it, kitty. Sorry. You're being banished. Sit. Sit over there. I don't care what kind of monster he is, Casper. He's still my kid. I'm not going to give up on him so easily. As much as I'd love to stand around chatting, I have to get to work. Clean this place as best as I can before tomorrow. And you should probably get home. It's dark. I'm sure your cousin is worried about you. Let's give her a hug. You pull your arms out for a hug. No offense, but I'm not a hugger. Alright, see you later. That's fair. I did call her some things that other time, I'm pretty sure. She firmly escorts you to the door. Closes behind you. You know, that's fair. The night is oddly warm compared to the chill of the day. Crickets singing quietly in the sleepy little neighborhood. Everything that happened in the clinic feels almost like a dream. And now that it's over, you realize how little it meshes with your understanding of the world. Go home. Before anything else gets us. It's time to go home. Tabitha, you would not believe. Before you can get that far, you're interrupted by the sound of panting and telltale jingling of dog tags. Oh, the gang! It's the militia. They've poured out of the woods to stand before you on the road. You were looking for Gretchen, weren't you? We found her. We found her person. There by the side of the road, a little ways through the woods. They're both fine, but the human wouldn't leave them when we tried to make her. And Gretchen insisted on sticking by her side, so we'll have to take you to them. Hopefully you can use your people words to get them to someplace safe. The woods are crawling with those awful creatures. It's not safe anymore, not even for a human. You're very, very good dogs. Lead the way. Let's call them good dogs. Lead the way, good dogs. You're very, very good dogs. Lead the way. Yes, we are good dogs. Did you hear that, Scraps? I'm not in it for the accolades, Daisy. I just do it to help those who would need it. Scraps is a real one. He should be mayor. You let the dogs lead you into the wilderness, following on their heels as they take you to Stella's hideaway. Oh, Stella, what are you doing? Ah, God, this is awful. Before long, the trees stand, and you find yourself on a steep hill by a two-lane road lined on one side by a sheer rock. Is this where your parents died? And there, sitting on a log, staring mournfully out at the asphalt, is Stella. And there they are. Keep them safe. Stay with us. Be seeing you, speaker. Don't leave me. You sit on the log beside Stella. Casper, how did you... She looks over her shoulder in confusion. Is that a gang of dogs? So glad my compatriots could be of service. I simply couldn't survive another night without my nice soft bed. This is where your parents died, isn't it? Yeah, let's go with that. This is where your parents died, isn't it? I don't want to talk about that. I think I just want to go home. Please talk to me. I'm begging you. Let's do some begging. Please, just talk to me. I'm begging you. Doesn't matter. There's nothing to talk about. I think I just need to go home. Come on, let's get back to town. I know that stretch. That's the time to go home stretch. Thank the Lord. I'll be sleeping in my own bed tonight. Thank you, Casper, for talking sense into this girl. Oh, she definitely would break in there. I don't trust her. I don't trust her to not visit Reese. You know, like, she loves the supernatural. And I doubt she wants to lose anybody else. I just can't see the benefit of telling her. She doesn't need to hear about this tonight. You keep the events that transpired at the clinic to yourself, at least for now. Stella scoops Gretchen up in her arms, and the three of you walk back to the town in silence. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. She gives you a tired wave before retreating into her house. God damn it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Give me a warning, okay? Time for you to go home, too. He appears as if out of nowhere, clothes streaked with what at first looks like blood and gore, but you quickly realize it's paint. Evidence of his altercation with Reese. I'll walk you. Okay. Thank God you're okay. I was worried Reese might have gotten you. I guess we're friends now. Wayne emits a strange kind of coughing sound. You realize he's laughing. Oh God. Shall we? Wayne walks just ahead of you, in near complete silence. Is this really okay? Now that I think about, what if he's the cat? What if everybody's the cat? Oh God. Did you know Reese was like that? I knew he was different. How exactly, I wasn't sure, but now I know. Why are you following me around? Why not Stella or Kranika or Sybil, or why not Tabitha? Because you're special. But why? Why am I so special? You simply are. Do you not feel the ties that bind us? They are unbreakable. Why? God. I thought you might have done something bad to Stella. Flirt with Wayne? Absolutely not. I thought you wanted me to stay at the estate. Aren't you going to lecture me? You are free to make your own decisions, and those decisions have been made. I know that something pulls at you, and I know that now you cannot stop until your task is finished. I'll keep you safe while you do what you must. Thank you for looking out for me tonight. Anytime you find yourself in danger, I'll be there for you. I will always be there for you. Why? You don't need to keep coming up with new topics of conversation to fill the silence. You're tired. It's been a long night. You should rest. Why are you so nice? And why are you so sketchy? Wayne remained silent for the rest of the journey back to the estate. Yeah, just walking with a corpse. Don't mind me. God. I'm sure we'll see each other tomorrow. Great. You should try to spend some time in that old building before you head to town. Tabitha won't be around. Too busy at the mines. Forbidden places won't be forbidden without her there to stop you. And you might be surprised what you find. Oh, we're going to the room! Until then, sleep well. Oh boy. He disappears into the underbush. Go home. Oh, this is so weird. Oh god. The estate feels empty, wind hollowing through its abandoned halls, the very foundations creaking beneath you. Your cousin must have already gone to bed. Go to bed. I'm surprised he's not in our closet today. Exhausted beyond belief, you stumble to your room and collapse on the bed. The damp smell of the match is starting to become almost welcoming, a sign that the now daily horrors of Scarlet Hollow are finally behind you. At least until the sun inevitably rises once again. You close your eyes, your exhausted body succumbing to sleep almost immediately. As you drift off, you think of Reese, trapped in that tiny windowless room. All of his greatest fears realized, his body no longer his own. But you stopped him from killing Dr. Kelly. The world, at least for now, is protected from him. And then you think of nothing. Thank God. The end of episode 4. Follow us on social media. Stay up on date on the rest of Scarlet Hollow's development. Congratulations for finding all the episodes currently available in the game. You are unlocked hardcore mode. Hardcore mode allows you to select 3 traits at the character creation, but you'll no longer be able to use your traits to avoid consequences of major decisions. This penalty only applies to hardcore runs. Have fun, if you dare. What does that mean? Have we been using our traits to get out of things? I don't know. I guess we have. I have no idea. If you'd like to continue with this world state in episode 5, please save your game now. God, that's awful. Ugh. Oh, God. Alright, well, that's it, I guess. We can continue, right? Okay, we can just get the credits. Well, that's cool. Ah, man, I hope it comes out soon. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, let's get out of here before things kill us. So, thank you all for watching. I mean, there's something wrong with Sybil, right? Like, she's gotta be the cat. It's just weird that, like, the game was like, it basically called me stupid for, like, even suggesting that. Like, has the game ever, like, intervened in my choices before to tell me no? I mean, like, the only times it's, like, prevented me from, like, making a choice is when the other character kind of just brushes it off, I think, right? Like, it's never just been like, no, that you're stupid, don't do that. And then, like, later when she was probably about to talk about her, like, the game glitched or whatever, and we didn't get to hear who gave her the herbs, but, like, who else in this town would know, like, a poisonous plant that's, like, growing out in the woods? Like, Sybil's the only one that's making medicine in this entire, like, town, you know? She's gotta be the one that's pulling the strings behind this whole operation. And it's just weird that there's records of, like, my family's deaths in that book, but, like, there's been no autopsy for Pearline yet. We've just pronounced her dead. I'm guessing when the next episode comes out, we'll find her in that room. That is so weird. It's so cool. I really do hope it comes out soon. But that's all for this time. So let me know what you think of the game down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. This is Casper Kuma. Over and out.